I hope everybody's doing great this morning. I was taking my kid to my 13, almost 14-year-old is a camp counselor this summer for the first time, and I was taking him to camp to do his counselor thing, which is a very big deal around here, and telling him how excited I was about sharing this with you guys. And he's like, "Why do you love doing that so much?" And I said, because I feel like if I give the wellness practitioners that I'm talking to tools to be busier and happier and more streamlined, then more people are going to get their care and the world is just going to continue to move forward. So it was a cool conversation with my kid, who is a chiropractor to be. So good morning, and I'm just going to remind you that if you're watching me on YouTube, please hit the bell and follow me so that you get alerts every time I go live, because I am dishing out some good stuff. Okay, so we're in the middle of our brand kit week. Every week in Staffless Practice community, we have a theme. We're talking about a specific component that we teach. Really, we hone in on in Staffless Practice Academy. And this week, we're talking about branding and why a brand is important. So I promised the community that I would share my screen with you and just go to town with Canva. I'm first going to announce that we are mid-flash sale. So my birthday week, we kind of have Christmas in July around here. My two boys and me were all born. Our birthdays are all in the same week. So I just thought we'd celebrate Christmas in July with the Staffless Practice community, and we're giving a 2-for-1 deal. We're giving you the Dinner for Health course, which is like literally everything you need to do to throw the ultimate dinner party for your community, and it just fills your practice. And we're actually going to walk through Dinner for Health together as a community starting mid-July. So step by step, 8 weeks out, so that you can plan a Dinner for Health sometime in the mid-fall, or to have your event in the mid-fall. And then you're also getting a seat to Staffless Practice Academy. This flash sale is going to save you about $2,000. It's a big deal, so please check it out. And you can check it out in the link below this video. So that is the flash sale, and then I'm going to go ahead, as promised, and let me just make sure. There we go. That's perfect. I wanted to make sure I was doing it right, and I'm sharing. Okay, let's get into it. So Canva is the tool that we use. It's actually the program that I used to create the entire book, The Joy-Filled Practice Plan. The whole book was done in Canva. And the reason I love Canva is because it's pretty easy to learn, and you can create your brand kit, have it ready to go, and then design whatever you want to design. So we're going to start with a logo. A lot of people have logos that are no longer relevant to their practice, or they just want something fresh and new and they don't know where to start. So you start with getting an account to Canva. The description of this video also has a link to grabbing an account. And I'm just going to show you how I would do a typical logo. You know, we do have a service. I'm going to use this fun airplane one. We do have a service that where we can create an entire website for you, and part of what we deliver to you is a logo and a brand kit, and this is literally how we do it. So let's use this fun airplane one, okay? This is actually an image that Canva provides. Actually, let's use a different one. Let's use the owl. I like this one better. Okay, cool. So let's say that I wanted to have an owl as part of my logo, but I want to make it so that the colors match my brand. So I'm going to go into this color template thing here, okay? And I'm going to pick this color. You see how my brand colors show up right there? My main color in my brand is the F137A9. I actually memorized that because I use it so much. So I'm going to make the owl's body that pink, and then I'm going to make his wings black, and then I'm going to make his nose white. There we go. And I'm going to make his face yellow. That's my owl. And then I'm going to take the font here, and I'm going to change the wording, and I'm going to call it the Staffless Owl. But part of my brand kit is my font choices. So here are my font choices in my brand kit. I'm going to change it to Glacial Indifference. That's my main content. And my main content font, I'm going to make it bold. And then I'm going to make this my fancy font. And my fancy font is actually Brittany. And that would be, and then I'm probably going to change the background for this to be yellow to match my owl's face. Then the yellow kind of dissolves this, so I'm going to make this a little bit bigger. And let me bring this in, and then there it is. You see how cool that is, you guys? Actually, this yellow is a little bit too bright, so watch what I do. I go into color, and I just make it a little. The first time I saw Canva, I was watching one of my mentors. She's actually one of the teachers in Staffless Practice Academy. Her name's Ashley, and she works with Attractwell, which is an awesome company. I watched her geeking out in Canva, and I was like, I gotta get this program. So let's say that I look at this logo and I'm like, you know, I like it. I just want something different. I'm going to go ahead and click this, and look, it just automatically changes the coloring. And then I'm going to say, I don't really like that change. Let me go back to it. Then I go back to this. So that's how you would do a logo. Let's say I wanted to get rid of the owl. I wanted to put my photo in. So these are all things that I have uploaded. Let's say I want to take this photo. I don't know why I would use this, but let's say I want to put this in, but I only want the outline of me in here. Watch what this does. So you can get as creative as you want with this program. You can pull components of so many different things. This is a weird looking picture, but it's a good example of what this program can do for you. There we go. There we go. So it would look something like this, and I would call this Dr. Jody's photo. Okay, let's get into something different. So I'm going to go back home, and part of what we offer in Staffless Practice Academy is Masterclass. This is a course that our students move together through. And the Masterclass is, we have live calls every week, and we're currently focused on marketing. It's all about marketing right now. So let's say that I wanted to create a worksheet for my Masterclass marketing. Here's where I would go. I would go to Flyer. And let's just make a really cool looking flyer. So let's go to templates, and let's go to worksheet. Isn't this fun? Okay, select worksheet and elements. So which one do we want to work with? I want to work with this one. And if you guys want to see me do anything different, just let me know. Send me a message and I'll look at it before I log off. This is actually an image. It's not what I wanted. I want to go into template. And I want to get out of this. There we go. And here are all of their worksheets. So let's use this one. Look at this, you guys. Okay, so I'm going to get rid of that. That's a little too fancy. I'm going to get rid of these guys. I don't really like them. I'm going to change this to my font colors. There we go. I'm going to get rid of this, get rid of this. I'm going to change this to my font. There we go. I'm going to make it a little bit bigger. And I'm going to call this, what do we want to call it? Something like our group worksheet. Okay, and then I'm going to center that, and the way that I'm going to center this is just bring it to the edge. One of the coolest things that my right hand taught me with Canva, we discovered this when we were creating the book, The Joy-Filled Practice. Let me just make this big and change the color of it. There we go. And I'm going to take this out too. Okay, and then let's move this here, and let's actually change the background from blue to, yeah, that's cool, right? So one of the things I discovered is that you can hit file and you can show margins. So if you kind of see this margin, let me actually make this a different color so that you can see the margins better. Hold on a sec. Let's actually make this, yeah, that shows them really well. So you see the margins here. If I was to print this, it would print where the margins are if I didn't choose bleed out. If I choose bleed out, it'll print all the way to the edge. This is like an 8.5 by 11. Again, you guys, this is just an example of what we can do with something really fancy like a flyer. Okay, I'm going to go to one more example. Let me just see if anybody's asking for specific examples. I don't see any requests yet. Okay, let's go to a signature. So let's create a design. Let's create a Facebook post. So say you wanted to create a Facebook post because you're having a new client coffee hour. Okay, let's create a coffee hour for new clients. And let's go coffee. Oop, it would be great if I spelled it right too, right? It's got 2 F's in there. Okay, and we're going to make this a little bit bigger. And let's see that this is for Jones Family Chiropractic. Jones Family Chiro. And the most important thing about anything that you do is that your colors are consistent, or if your colors are not consistent, you're going to make sure that your logo is on everything you put out. The goal is for, and let me just change, let's say Jones Family Chiropractic, their main brand color was a yellow, because that'll pop here. There we go. And let's say, let's get rid of the 20% and let's go party time. Okay, put something like that. Let's say I don't really like this image anymore and I want to change it out, but I still want it to have something about coffee. And you see how it carries everything over. I'm going to make this a different color. I'm going to make it match Jones Family Chiropractic brand. I'm going to move this up so that you can actually see it. I'm going to make this a little bit smaller. Jones Family Chiropractic Coffee Hour. And then we're going to say coffee hour, something like that, coffee hour. So thinking about all of this from a staffless practice perspective, because that's what we're doing here, right? The cool thing is that you can take this and you can duplicate it and you can change the name of it, or you can duplicate it and you can change the date on it. And then you can add notes to each one of these. So like, let's say that you have a virtual assistant and you want them to take the copy from each thing that you do and edit it to the dates that are relevant and copy paste wherever they're blasting it for you. You're going to put whatever text it is in the notes here. Another hack that I'm going to share with you is to use the app Otter, it's Otter, to voice dictate whatever, it's a lot easier for me to talk into my phone, whether it's a blog post or a chapter of a book that I'm writing, than to type it out. My brain works a lot faster than my hands do. Unless I'm adjusting somebody, I'm going to tell you right now. So when I'm creating some kind of a post that has content, I might send an Otter to my virtual assistant. They'll edit it and then they'll put it into this section of Canva. Whew. So that, my friends, is how we use Canva. So let me get back into here and let me stop this. So the goal is for you to have tools to make your life really easy so that you can have the practice of your dreams. So that this stuff is the easy stuff. It's the fun stuff. When I go into Canva, it's like playing in a playground. It's so much fun for me. I'm going to remind you one more time before I log off, because I got to go be super mom driving my kids all over the state of New Jersey, that we are in the middle of a flash sale. It's a celebration for my birthday, which is on July 1st. I love songs. I love chocolate. If you want to share it all with me. But in the meantime, I'm celebrating with you, and I'm giving you a 2-for-1 deal where you get dinner for health with us, and you also get a seat to Staffless Practice Academy. If you want to take advantage of this offer, go to, I'm pretty sure I put it here, stafflesspractice.com/flash. I'm not seeing the link here, but it's going to be in the link of this video. Okay. I'm loving you guys from here. I want you to know that you really can create the practice of your dreams, that you don't have to overcomplicate it. Keep it simple, sister. Keep it simple, brother. And I'll talk to you soon. Let me know if you have any questions. I hope that was fun.